Good day, guys. It's Mr. Nago Digger. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So we are still on our challenge, growing $100 to $1,000, and today is the actual day 4 of our challenge. So in today, I'll be explaining this buy trade right here, why I took this buy trade, even though it looks like a counter trend trade, but I see potential. I see my setup, so I had to take it, guys. So stick with me to the end of this video, guys. So if you look at the market currently, we know that there's a lot of sellers in the market, a lot of bearish momentum being formed, a lot of bearish chain. You can see here supply chain being formed right here. And actually, these trades were taken yesterday, but they were not taken on this account. They were taken on my personal account. So that's why I couldn't update you guys on this trade actually. So guys, let's stick to the current market outlook right now. So we got our bearish breakup structure to the downside right here, as you can see, and immediately price mitigated, gave us our breakup structure to the downside. It pulled back to this strong supply zone and swept some form of liquidity above this zone right here. You can see it created inducement, inducing retail traders to enter for early sell before sweeping liquidity and pushing to the downside. So it gravitated to our zone here, this zone that broke off structure. So, and if you know for a fact, this is a strong zone, whether it's a liquidity zone or a break of structure, is always a valid and strong zone. So immediately price mitigated the zone. It came back and swept some form of liquidity below these lows right here, below this zone, because traders will think that this is now pulling, this price now is pushing to the upside, that gold is now buying. But unfortunately, it has to grab more liquidity before pushing to its original direction. And if you look closely right here, you can see that we got our liquidity sweep and we got our mitigation of our liquidity zone right here. So that's when I took this buy trade, and we know for a fact that most of my setup, this is how I trade. And looking at the chart currently is a counter trade trend, but is a pattern that I've traded and I've seen, I've experienced over time. So this, upon the mitigation of this demand zone right here that swept overall liquidity, so that was when I took this buy trade. We are currently on the buy right now. I just took this trade right now. I'm not risking much on the account actually. I'm going to be just be using consistent lot size like 0.02 for the account, because we don't want to lose our account. Even though we know we got the best trading strategy, we still have to be conservative about how we take our trade, and conservative of our capital, very very important. So guys, that's when I took this buy trade right here. So we'll be waiting to see what the market does next, whether it moves to our take profit or it gravitates and hits our stop loss. So guys, this is a market update currently. We got the liquidity sweep right here and our mitigation of our liquidity sweep. And as you can see, we know this liquidity zone is our demand zone, strong demand zone. So that's why we took this buy right here. So, and as you can see right now, the market is reacting, giving us a bullish rejection that this zone right here is about to be respected. So we are waiting to see what the price does. Hopefully we hit our take profit on this trade and scale up to that $400, $500 mark on this trade alone. So this trade will tell it whether we'll maybe go down or maybe we'll go up in our account, because currently now we are $335 in the current account. So guys, quick little market update. We are running up in profit already. Looking good, is looking good for us. I think the market price is about to move to our take profit right here, because this is the supply zone that caused this price to fall down like this, to push to the downside. So that's why I set my take profit at this zone, and my stop loss was placed at the liquidity zone right here, so that if market taps this zone right here, it can invalidate our trade setup. But I know this is a strong probability liquidity sweep and a demand zone, which is very very vital and very very high valued demand zone, which I always bet on. So that's why I took this buy trade right here. Most traders won't understand because they don't know they don't understand structure. But if you understand structure a lot in trading, you will know when to buy and when to sell with your trading strategy. You don't have to be right all the time. You just have to be right about like executing your strategy, your plan, following your plan like effortlessly. It should be something that is in you, is a default, it should be a default mode. Because for me, whenever I see my setup, even from sleep, whether I'm in the dream, I know that this is my setup, and all hell just break loose for me to take that trade. And this is the kind of trade right here that I'm talking about. We saw the breakout structure to the left hand side, with bearish breakout structure, and price shoot to the upside, came back to sweep internal liquidity before pushing to the upside, and came back after sweeping the liquidity. It came back to mitigate our liquidity zone stroke demand zone right here. And if you can see right here, this is a pattern. There's a pattern being formed here, which is our supply to demand flip zone. This is our last supply zone right here. This is the demand zone. So this is our flip zone right here. This demand zone that mitigated the liquidity sweep is our flip zone. So guys, this is the market update actually right now, and the trade is kind of taking longer than expected, and it's kind of pissing me out, like, because I don't stay on trade much longer. It's taking me longer time now, and I'm kind of nervous, but I'll still stick to the position because I've already executed the trade, and it's actually the end of the New York session very soon. New York session will end very soon, and I don't know, I don't hold trade to the next day, but for the purpose of this video and purpose of this challenge, then I'll be holding the trade. Yo guys, yo, we just smashed our take profit. Wow, I had strong conviction for this trade, but because it was a counter trend trade, it was kind of shaky for me. I was kind of anxious at the moment because trading against the trend. So if you can see clearly, like right here, you can see what the market did after the liquidity sweep. Market came back, gravitated to our demand zone that swept liquidity before pushing to the upside, but unfortunately, there was no insufficient demand to push price to our take profit. So you see, price came back, gravitated to our demand zone right here before pushing to the upside, giving us a flip zone and giving us our market shift to the upside, our change of character. Immediately, market created our change of character. It came back to mitigate our flip zone right here. This is our supply to demand flip zone. So this is our flip zone right here. So immediately price mitigated our flip zone. You can see what it did. It just pushed to the upside, smashed our take profit, like just like that, guys. So this trade alone make us about $419 in profit. So we are up about $747 in the account currently now. So this trade was a banger. Guys, what did I keep telling you? I trade my system, I follow my system, even though it doesn't look like it. So most people, I see most people selling at this position, but that's not my strategy. I just have to execute my strategy, and over time it pays me a lot. So guys, day four, we smashed day four take profit. Although I'm just waking up in the morning, it took a whole long time for this trade to hit our take profit. So it was stressful though, but it was worth it at the same time. So guys, this is our banger trade right here. This is the biggest trade we've taken in the account so far. Yeah. So make sure you click the subscribe button if you know my content is educative to you. Make sure you click the subscribe button, you share, you like. And if you want to get more of this type of trade, click the link on my description to join my Telegram channel so you make start making cool profit with us, guys. Damn. Damn, guys, we can see this trade from the entry to exit. That is why I'm taking this trade live with you guys, so you see how transparent and raw and unfiltered I take my trade from entry, guys, to exit.